Well, good morning, my darlings. Gosh, what a spectacular sight to start today's vlog. So, a little bit of backstory. It is currently 7:30 in the morning and we have come to the most beautiful wheat field. If you are coming to Soho Farmhouse anytime soon, you'll probably spot this. It's literally on the road as you come to the farmhouse. However, judging by how dry it is, I would say they're probably going to be harvesting this very, very soon. I was actually a little bit nervous that it might have been harvested over the weekend. But the reason that we're in a wheat field super duper early this morning is to shoot some photos for autumn winter content. Ooh, fly straight in my schnoz. I have got to shoot on what is going to end up potentially being one of the hottest days of the year. A woolen coat with a faux fur collar, and the dogs in a woolen harness. So obviously I needed to do that before it gets too hot. It's actually a beautiful temperature at the moment. But yeah, I just wanted to get it done nice and early, and obviously I don't want to put Lucy through shooting when it's really, really hot outside. So hopefully we will get some nice snaps in this beautiful field. The lighting on summer's mornings is just absolute perfection. It's just so, so stunning. And there's something about this kind of wheat which I think looks quite autumnal as well. So hopefully these shots will work for the bits and bobs that we've got to shoot. Lucy's just popping the harnesses on the boys. We've bought the Audi. So I'm gonna get my coat on and boots, and it's time to snap. Choice today. There are so many lovely fields to shoot in, but we cannot do any more. It is probably about 30 degrees now. Still only about 10:30 in the morning, but we've shot 3 outfits in 4 different fields. Look at this. We were actually done for the day, but then we saw this field on our way home and couldn't resist a little hay bale shoot. I mean, look at that view behind. Just so stunning. But now I need to go home, put a bikini on and get cold. So at the end of a very toasty day, we are having a barbecue.
Well, it's actually a recipe from the Waitrose magazine.
All right.
Partly because we had asparagus in the fridge that was going out of date, and we had, not buffalo mozzarella, burrata that was going out of date. And I saw this, and it's kind of involving everything.
That sounds
so we're
good.
toasting seeds, actually. I think in a second I need to add some balsamic vinegar.
Every single time we toast seeds, we do tend to burn them.
Yeah, so these, you just do tomatoes with a bit of garlic in the oven. Then I'm doing pine nuts and sesame seeds because we don't have nigella seeds, so I couldn't find any. And then we're scooping out the middle of the cucumber, which actually I don't normally like doing because it feels quite wasteful.
Yeah.
But for this salad, I think it will work better.
Well, we could slice up the rest of it and put it in some water.
I mean...
Oh.
Put that in water?
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to use the middle bit.
No.
Oh, that is wasteful.
It's a bit. I don't normally do that, but with this salad, I'm going to follow it by the letter. And then we've got a bit of beef. We wouldn't normally eat meat in the week, but we went to Farmhouse yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we were meant to eat this yesterday.
Looks good. And would you like to explain... Oh, how have you marinated it?
With just a really easy marinade out of a bottle. I've cheated. Well, it's a working week. I don't spend too much time in the kitchen in a working week. So we've turned the Aga right down to level 1 because it is so toasty outside and inside. So is this all going to be done on the barbie? Yeah, but to be fair, we've been talking about turning the Aga off, and it's virtually off. It's like in idle mode. Which we're lucky because with an electric Aga it's a lot more straightforward. With a gas Aga you have to have a gas engineer out, I think.
Wow.
And it's harder to turn it back on and then expensive.
Gosh.
But firstly it seemed wasteful to have an Aga on heating a house that doesn't need heating. But also I do think this is going to force us to use the barbecue more.
Yeah.
Because the barbecue, once you get it going, is just brilliant. But there is something in my head at the moment that when I'm knackered after a day of work, it feels like a lot of effort, doesn't it?
Barbecuing?
Yeah, it feels like quite a lot of effort because you've got to go out there, clean it, light it, and then you've got to get the food on it, and then you've got the cleaning of it afterwards, whereas an oven and an Argus are more straightforward.
That's true.
But the flavour you get from cooking over charcoal...
Unparalleled.
Because I'm sure people will say, oh, why don't you get a gas barbecue? And to be honest, I think when we can afford to, we might get a gas barbecue to go alongside the big green egg.
Can you get big green eggs that run on gas?
No, they're purely charcoal. No, but the whole point of a big green egg is the way it's built. A gas barbecue, there's not a great deal of difference in gas barbecues. They all cook the same. But the charcoal, cooking over charcoal is like a different thing altogether. You can't compare the two. Like the flavour that charcoal and burning wood adds to food. Like this won't need it. It wouldn't even have needed seasoning. Wow. It's going to be that tasty.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right, I'm looking forward to this. Thanks, Chef. Well, hello my darlings, it is, goodness me, the end of the day now. It's just actually too hot to do anything in the actual day. I was inside more than I would have liked to have been today because I just had to get on with some work, do some editing of the pictures that we shot this morning, and they came out so nicely, so hopefully you might have spotted some of those on my Instagram. But then I did get an hour or so in the sun just now. I feel like I'm getting a nice bit of colour on my chest. What I like to do is come in at about 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's just gone 6 o'clock now, have a quick body shower and use I don't think I've got one up here, one of my face halos to take off my makeup because I should really have taken it off earlier after we did our photos this morning, but I ended up not doing, and I think it's just nice to refresh your skin and replenish some of the moisture. I'm going to have a little bit of a pamper later, but for now I'm just putting some hyaluronic acid serum on my skin, which is obviously so hydrating, so good. After a day in the sun, my skin is literally drinking this. Hyaluronic acid holds, I can never remember the exact number, but a huge amount, more than its own weight in moisture, so it really helps your skin to retain moisture and get that plumped, glowing anti-aging look. The one that I'm using, this one is a really simple hyaluronic acid serum. It's from Current Body. Current Body are the ones that make my LED face mask that I use all the time. This is a hyaluronic acid serum. As you can see, it's really simple, sinks into the skin so quickly. I like to use a product like this after using the LED face mask. I don't think you can ever overdose on hyaluronic acid, so it's just such a wonderful product to have in your skincare routine. I didn't actually know until recently that Current Body did skincare, but they've formulated it to work really well on its own as well as with their products. I've also got their clarifying clay mask to try. A pore refining mask with a mixture of natural clays and AHAs to mattify, decongest and gently exfoliate blemish-prone skin. Ooh, made with pink clay and white willow bark extract. All their products are vegan as well. It really is a pink clay mask, and that smells heavenly. Okay, I'm going to take that downstairs for my pamper routine later. But anyway, 6 p.m. now, it's still absolutely glorious outside, so I don't want to be stuck in here for too long. I'm just unpacking my bags from our photo shoot in the fields earlier. I'm going to pop some of the pictures that we shot earlier on the screen here, because I'm not sure if, to be honest, it was just so hot. I couldn't really concentrate. It was absolutely roasting. But one of my favourite looks that we shot included this fabulous Zimmermann dress. It has just got the most beautiful detail. I have done try-ons of this dress in previous haul videos, so I'm sure you will be familiar with this one, but it just looked so beautiful in those shots in the cornfield. We also had to shoot, and this was just crazy, a woolen coat, a wool coat with a wool collar in what was probably at that time like 26 to 28 degree heat. It was bonkers. Something else that we shot that I wanted to show you in a little bit more detail was this gorgeous bag, and this is from a website or a company called Myrta, which is Mirta, which is M-I-R-T-A, and I just think what they're doing is absolutely incredible, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit with you. So everything that they sell on there is crafted by Italian artisans, so the quality is just absolutely tip-top, amazing quality leathers, other materials. They've got some really cute little basket bags on there. This is their Nora bag, but basically what they do is they match Italian artisans with customers that really appreciate really high quality things, but without the price point of a traditional massive Italian artisan quality handbag company, if you know what I mean. And what I think is just absolutely genius is they, in a way, kind of group together these artisan makers to give them more of a power, the fact that they're all grouped together, whether that's marketing or just providing them with the scale that they need in order to compete with these absolutely massive makers. So the products that you get are just absolutely stunning, such as my little Nora bag. So there's a little bit of information about the actual artisan here, Boldrini Selleria. And if I show you a close-up here, you can just see that the quality of this is absolutely spectacular, and this fits in my phone quite easily, my camera that you are currently filming on. So it is a very roomy bag. I'm going to take this with me to London tomorrow. I am not looking forward to going to London in the heat of the day tomorrow, but such a cute little bag, and I just thought that was such an amazing idea for the company. They have very kindly given me a discount code, which is, let me double check, Josie X Mirta, so I'll leave it on the screen here, 15% off on orders above 350 euros. Ooh, until 30th of July, there is not long left to use this. I would definitely recommend checking out their website, especially if you do have an interest in really beautifully crafted pieces, because they have little kind of story time videos so you can learn more about the craftsmanship and where these pieces are made. So love that. I thought it was such a nice story and just the most beautiful pieces. If you are into your quality leather goods, I would highly recommend checking those out. Okay, my serum has sunk in. We're going over to Lala's for a barbecue later. Do I need to put any makeup on? No, I'm just going to leave it completely fresh-faced. I have put another load of my Cordially Tan Prolonging After Sun on my bottom because it is still very burnt and a little bit sore. So I have just popped on this lovely little loose H&M dress, which is not touching my bottom, which is nice and loose, so it's not too uncomfortable on my little burny bits. Smells like Charlie has started cooking. I think we're doing a barbecue, so let's go down and check it out. I do love this time of day down at the bottom of the kitchen garden. I've come to pop the sprinklers on. I don't like putting them on when the plants are in full sunlight, but as you can see, it's started to get a little bit shady down here. We harvested, well, not really harvested, do you know what, that's the point. Can you actually eat the peas on a sweet pea plant? I don't even know. Maybe they're just too small, maybe they're snap peas. I don't know, need to Google it, but we took so many flowers from here earlier and they have all grown back already. How's my courgette doing down here? I cannot believe how huge this is getting, my goodness. I bet. Aha, that one is definitely big enough to eat, as is that one there. Ooh, so many coming through. Looking good. What are the small bits?
They're little short ribs that they had at the butcher's that I thought we'd give a go.
Nice.
We have quite a lot of food actually.
As per usual. Barbecue set up in the coach house. Lala, would you like to talk us through your dishes?
Oh gosh, what's that like? Oh no, I don't know. Right, this is endivias al roquefort.
Sí, muy bien.
In the centro, oh sorry. In the centre there is a Russian salad, which is all homemade with a Mexican recipe.
Lovely.
And this is Russian salad, but with tuna as well.
Which has
I've got tuna in.
No, the middle one has.
That one has.
Spring
This
onions.
is just a lovely normal green
Are the
salad.
leaves from the garden?
Absolutely.
Tomatoes from the garden?
No, tomatoes are from Wyatt.
Not good enough. Spring
But
onions from the
local,
garden?
Spring onions, no.
No, they haven't got any yet.
I've got spring onions coming out of my
Right, we must
ears.
speed up a bit because
Okay, this one is Charlie's
Yeah, it looks
asparagus
a bit messy.
and
It's
burrata.
just using up stuff in the fridge.
Lots of meat, lots of meat. Bon appetit.
Bon appetito.
And a sausage.
We-
Good morning, my darlings. I am in the best mood this morning, which is possibly a little bit surprising because I slept awfully because it was so hot last night. Charlie has the Dyson fan on his side of the bed, which actually I don't mind because I don't really like to be blasted with cold air, and the Dyson fan is not actually that drying. It's lovely, but it was probably the hottest night of the year last night. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and I could not get back to sleep. So I've been up since 3:30. I think I literally spent 2 hours sorting out my makeup drawer. It was a big job, and I also did a little bit more to my nails. I can't remember if I vlogged last night, but I used my Elegant Touch gel nail varnish removers. But the gel that my nail technician here in the Cotswolds uses is really powerful, so it sometimes takes like a double whammy, and then some buffing, and then some filing, and then some cuticle oil, all while watching last night's Love Island. I always watch it the next day. So yeah, I haven't been up for a long time. I also witnessed the most spectacular sunrise that I have ever seen. I knew it was going to be amazing because I could see out of my dressing room window while I was doing my nails that the clouds were starting to turn pink. And I mean, this view that I'm seeing right now, you're always propped up on this windowsill when I'm talking to you in this position, but this is the view that I just love, especially now that our borders are looking so amazing and the sun rises behind that tree over there. And because I was watching the sunrise from like 4:30 in the morning, it was just going from like milky white to creamy pink. Oh, it was so beautiful. And then I did an early spin, put the sprinklers on in the garden, and I've just had a lovely pampering shower, and I'm heading to London in about an hour's time. So excellent, excellent start to the morning. Yesterday was lovely in the evening as well. Had a barbecue at Mum's house. And I wanted to do my pampering last night, but we were just so tired. I don't know why. I think it's like a long day in the heat. So I'm going to do my pampering now, and this part of the video is so kindly sponsored by Current Body. I mentioned briefly their skincare bits earlier in the video, but I'm going to go back to the first product that made me fall in love with Current Body, actually the first product that I'd even heard about from them, which is my LED mask. So a little bit of a whiz back in time. I first tried this out just before Christmas. I featured it in my testing weird beauty products video, and it was something that I was really eager to get into my beauty routine, especially during lockdown, because the facials that I've had professionally done that I would notice the most difference from would always be the LED facials, and I really want to, and I know that that's the kind of facial and treatment that you have to do it regularly in order to see results. So that's why I wanted to get one from home, that I could do at home. And everything, all of my research led me to this particular mask. The best reviews, the fact that it's floppy and kind of silicone-y means that it's comfortable. And I'm a multitasker, so the fact that you can literally just pop this little battery pack in your pocket and go about your business, for me is amazing. Because if I had to lie down with some massive clump of metal over my space of 10 minutes, I just would never, ever, ever do it. Whereas I've actually been really good at sticking to using this. You can use it, I would say 3 or 4 times a week is ideal. But I'm gonna actually try something else from Current Body out tonight as a first impressions, but I just wanted to give, I guess, like a 6-month update of this. I would say most weeks I use it realistically 2 or 3 times. When I'm being good, I'll maybe use it every other day, but realistically I use it 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, so where to begin? So this is an infrared LED light mask. So you can see on the other side it's got these little kind of mini light bulbs that project infrared LED light into the skin. What does that do? Infrared essentially is scientifically proven to actually go into the skin and help the skin to repair itself. So that can mean a lot of things, and this has got different results for lots of different people, whether that's minimizing pores, whether that's improving fine lines and wrinkles, whether that's helping with discoloration, uneven skin texture. The list literally goes on, because essentially it's helping your skin to know how to repair itself. That's a pretty universal benefit in my opinion. So for me, the main benefits I notice are improvements in my skin discoloration. I spoke a lot last year about having, I think it's melasma, basically a big dark spot on my forehead and on my lips. They are pretty much gone. Obviously I use other skincare as well, which does help that, in particular my Elizabeth Arden Pravage Anti-Aging Daily Serum. Oops. This is a fantastic product to use as well. But the fact that this has got the infrared light, it goes just a little bit deeper into the skin to help the skin to repair itself. Also pore size as well. I used to be so self-conscious about pores on my chin. They're still improving, they're not 100% perfect, but that is the benefit that I see. If you are having LED facials in London, or you're near a city, or you're near a salon, obviously this is an expensive beauty product to add to your routine, but if you are having those facials in a salon, then I would say you're going to see the return on investment on this pretty quickly, because you're obviously being able to do it at home, and I would say better results because you're able to do it more regularly. But because it is such an investment, I would definitely say to do some research with people that have got the skin concern that you're looking to address with this. So for me, I'm wanting to not get any deeper fine lines around my eyes, the discoloration that I mentioned earlier, pore size, and generally just keep my skin looking youthful. But yeah, definitely have a little look around for various reviews as to the particular concern that you're looking to address. I'm now going to sort out my hair, give it a quick blow dry, and I'm going to wear my mask while I do that. What a plonker I am. Obviously that wasn't going to work, because I have to fling my head upside down and all around the shop when I am washing my hair, drying my hair rather, so that was just not a very good idea. But I have got to empty the washing machine quickly before I get myself ready for heading into London later on. The dogs have actually never seen me in this mask before, so I'm intrigued to see if they even recognise me. Where's my little bonbon Lin chicken Lin? Are you sunbathing outside? Hello, Linny. What's Mummy got on her face, little bunny? Mummy, I've not really noticed, you see. What do you think, Eggsy? Mummy, we couldn't give a hoot. We're more concerned about the fact that you're stealing Daddy's dressing gown. Silly Mummy. So the treatment lasts 10 minutes, and the great thing is that your little battery pack, or the mask itself, actually turns itself off, so you don't need to keep an eye on the timer. I have just got this in my pocket. So I'm going to do a couple of chores. What time is it? Gosh, it's 8:20. I have to be gone by 9, otherwise I'm going to miss my train. So I am going to get cracking. That was a very productive 10 minutes wearing my mask, and now I have got 20 minutes within which to get ready and pop some makeup on and leave for the train station. If you are looking at using the LED mask for pore reducing, I would say that that has been the thing that for me has been most noticeably effective, but I have to say, Also, using niacinamide within your skincare routine is such a good ingredient for helping reduce the appearance of pores and helping your skin to repair as well. So it's not just the mask, but some good skincare as well. My favorite moisturizer is the By Terry Hyaluronic Global Face Cream that's got the 8 hyaluronic acids in there as well, and this has also got niacinamide in, which my skin absolutely loves. Okay, made it into central London. I did have a few funny looks from people on the train because I was using my unplugged GHDs to curl my hair on the train. So I just ran out of time at home. My next stop is here at Townhouse, gonna get my nails done, and hopefully gonna grab a juice as well because I did not have time for breakfast this morning. Well, my nails are about to get seriously pampered. We have got some of the latest Cutex Care Ultra Caring products, which my nails definitely need. I literally just had a breakage on the train. They are not looking good. We're about to get some serious hand pampering. With the lovely Cutex products. I'll show you those when we get home a little bit later. I'm so glad I have been using my cuticle oil at home. I think it's made such a difference to how healthy my nails are. But I am in central London now on Oxford Circus. It's been a while since I was actually here on or in Oxford Circus. I don't know, but such a lovely area. I definitely miss coming and having this on my doorstep. I'm going to have a very quick look in a few shops. I do need to pick up a sneaky birthday present for Charlie. My phone is ringing. I think that might be Em. We are meeting up in Notting Hill very shortly for lunch and then a facial. What a glorious day. It's absolutely roasting, but weirdly it actually felt hotter in the Cotswolds yesterday, even though temperature wise it's hotter today. And I'd have thought being in a city would make me absolutely roasting, but I'm not complaining. We are currently driving down the streets that I used to come to. Do you recognise that corner? For so many of my Instagram photos, I used to travel all up through central London, back onto this area to take my Instagram snaps. Whereas nowadays, I just hop out the car in the nearest field. But I'm meeting Em at Bodyism. I think we're going to grab a super quick juice. Oh, this area is so beautiful. Before we grab some lunch. That bloody train. Never mind. So made it to Westbourne Grove and look who I have bumped into. Cheers with our... I was inspired by Emma. I was going to get an acai something or other, but you said the matcha's really good there.
Iced matcha, but we added honey, which I don't usually do, but last time it was a bit too matcha.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, it's just a kick of sweetness.
That's really good. I was just saying to Emma, I have not been to Westbourne Grove in about 2 years.
I love it. It's literally one of my favourite streets.
It's so beautiful. I'm sure if you follow UK London-based Instagrammers, you'll recognise this place behind us. Yeah, it's so beautiful. They're actually really friendly there, and they do the most beautiful flower displays.
I'm sure you used to take pictures there. Like everyone did. That's what everyone used to
I've
take
shot
all their
Pandora
pictures.
campaigns there and everything. We're just going to take a slow mooch down to, what's it called? Hurrah. Heya.
I've never been, but I think it's like Mediterranean or Lebanese food,
Oh.
and it looks amazing. I stalked their Instagram before. I always do this before going to restaurants.
Yes.
And they've got like a beetroot hummus, which looks
Ooh.
insane. Lots of flatbreads, healthy salads.
That sounds good. I tried making a beetroot hummus at home last week with beetroots from my garden. It was really sour.
I've tried to do so many things with beetroots in my Thermomix, and I did beetroot cake, and trust me, it was not nice.
Oh no.
I feel like I'm quite good at making vegetables into healthy cakes, but no, this was not a go.
Oh no. Well, we'll report back on Heya. But it's time to go and explore. This is where we're having lunch, and the question is, do we sit in the shade or do we sit in the sun?
I feel like we never...
So we have just had the most delicious lunch, wasn't it so good?
I am so beautifully full in like a nice light kind of way.
Good. It was like hummus and falafel and all of that good stuff.
Pita bread,
so much pita
normal bread.
And those like cheesy, they were called cheese bubbles.
They were literally called cheese bubbles. I think I had like 8 of them.
Oh, we're crossing over. So we had a delicious lunch, and now we have come down just off St John's Mews down by Westbourne Grove. We're heading into the Quarterly store.
I'm so excited. This is my first quarterly facial.
Oh my gosh. They're the kind of facials that are just so relaxing, and the therapists also have a look at your skin before and completely tailor it to you, which is amazing. So let's go. Post-quarterly facial. As usual, I fell asleep pretty much throughout the whole thing. So relaxing. I was reminded of a product which I've not actually used from Quarterly in quite some time. Obviously I'm a long-term fan of the beauty elixir, but we also used the grape water, and I forgot just how amazing it is. So I'm going to grab one of these to take home with me. I think it'll be especially good during this heat wave. Well, this has turned into a rather eventful journey. It is times like this that I very much do miss living in London. So basically all of my trains, I've tried to catch 5 trains so far from Marylebone, have been cancelled. I think there's something going on the line between Marylebone and my train station. So then I went and sat in Pret, got myself a mac and cheese, sat there for a few hours to do some work, hoping that they would sort themselves out, but they didn't. So now finally on another one from Paddington this time, so I dashed across London to get a Paddington train. Fingers crossed we're actually going to move. The track is not blocked off for some reason. At least I've got my phone charger with me and I can catch up with a little bit of work. And today I have been especially grateful for this little item. Marylebone train station is essentially one giant greenhouse because it's got a glass ceiling, so it's probably about 50 degrees in there. Right. Well, that was without doubt the worst journey of my entire life. Oh my goodness, you can probably tell from my face. I am just exhausted, I am hot, I am tired. So last time I spoke to you, oh, those were blissful times. I had a seat on a train and I thought that train was going to go to Oxford and then to my station, and then I was just going to get in my car and drive home. Oh, no. It was not that easy. So having already waited around for 4 trains to get cancelled at Marylebone, and then going and sitting in prep for a couple of hours and doing some work, waiting for it to sort itself out. I then realised obviously I had to go to Paddington. Sorry, this is so boring. Got a taxi to Paddington, waited around for half an hour there, got on a train, and that's when I spoke to you. It turned out that train was cancelled as well, so I left my lovely comfortable table seat, ran to another platform because there was another train leaving in like 3 minutes and it was a long way to run and my feet were already hurting. Ran to another platform, sat on a train. Great, train was going to Oxford and then to my station. No. Got off the train at Oxford because the train was terminating there. Oxford being a 45-minute taxi ride from where we live, and no trains going to the station where my car is parked. So I then had to get a £70 taxi from Oxford station to our station and pick up the car, and then it doesn't end there, and then the road was closed between the station and our house, so I had to do a 40-minute round trip through the lanes. Oh, it is days like today, and pretty much only days like today, that I do miss living in London. My wonderful quarterly facial ended at about 4 o'clock and it's now just gone 9 and I have literally only just got home. I've been travelling since 4 o'clock, so oh well, at least I had my laptop and I had my phone and I had a portable charger, so I was able to be quite productive, which is good. I'm sorry I look so dishevelled right now. I have one more product from Current Body which I need tonight. Oh my goodness, I need it. So this is their new eye mask, and I always say that my eye area is the area that I have the most concern around, the area that I'm most looking to improve upon. My eyes do, not just times like this, but my eyes do often look tired. Those little fine lines around my eyes are what I would most like to improve upon. So this is essentially a really lovely, very soft, very comfortable eye mask that you can wear. They've collaborated with Dr. Harris. It comes in this very jazzy little velvety pouch, and it's like a silky eye mask, but then there are these little, you can see them in the light there, these little pressure points on the inside, and these are meant to awaken and, what's the word, what wording did they use? Using innovative 2R technology, the Dr. Harris mask targets receptors in the skin called mechanoreceptors. The mask stimulates these receptors to send signals to the brain to encourage restfulness, reduced muscle tone. Do I want to reduce my muscle tone? I guess you do really, because your eyes are like holding muscle and they need to relax while you sleep. And emotional calm is what I need right now. So it looks just like a very comfortable, soft, silky eye mask with these little receptor type things on it. Tonight is going to be my first night trying it, so I will report back in the next vlog. I'm going to go and take my makeup off. I've not done anything to my face since the quarterly facial, but as I have been in London and on a lot of train journeys, I'm going to go and do a quick cleanse, hop into my pyjamas, whack some Love Island on, and then fall asleep with my lovely new eye mask. And you'll have to stay tuned for the next vlog to see how I get along with it. Last time I spoke to you about Current Body, I had a discount code, and I do once again today, so I'll leave that on the screen here and in the description box, and all the products that I have mentioned in today's video in the description box as well, darlings. Without further ado, let's go and do some pampering.